It is every parent's desire to give their kids the best. It is every parent's desire to make their children comfortable. Sometimes, as parents, we want to make up for lost time. Sometimes we want our kids to feel good, to feel happy, excited. But in the same vein, if we are not careful, we raise kids that feel entitled. We raise kids that feel that the world owes them a favor. We raise kids that are selfish. We raise kids that don't have empathy. Kids that don't think about somebody else. Now, when your child feels entitled, you walk into a grocery shop, maybe your child is with you, and they pick up his stuff, and you say, no, drop it, I can't afford that right now. And they say, no, you must buy it for me. You're already raising a child that feels entitled. Now, when a child feels entitled from that young age, listen to me, you will not raise a balanced adult. Now, a child, from time to time, there will be some discomfort, okay? But if your child is frustrated with a little discomfort, then it's a problem. It is not all the time that you will be able to afford diesel or fuel in your generator for them to watch cartoon. Your child has to understand that there are times in life when they have to manage. That is how you raise a balanced adult. It is not all the time that you can afford them taking chicken to school. Your child has to understand that part of life. Some of you ate palm kernel when you were growing up. Some of you really suffered when you were growing up. You trekked miles, but today you can afford luxury cars with air condition. Your kids can sit in the car, and watch cartoons while they're going to school, while they're going to church. All that is beautiful. But if you must raise a balanced adult, you must make them understand that they cannot have what they need at every point in time. They don't have the right, to pick things without permission. That is how you raise a balanced adult. You have the sole responsibility of letting these kids know that there might come a time in life where they have to eat without meat. I've seen children say, no, I'm not going to eat this food because there's no meat in it, because there's no chicken in it. Hey, if your child is doing that, you are already raising a child that feels entitled. You are already raising a child that feels entitled. They feel that the world owes them a favor. They don't have to struggle for anything. Now, when your child feels like that, from this young age, 3, 5, 7, 10, when they grow up, they might not be able to handle responsibility like a job, like finance. They might spend recklessly if you don't teach them now. Yes, don't tell me, yes, I suffered, I want my child to have everything. In the same vein, teach that child that there might come a time in life where you might not be able to afford all these luxuries. Life happens. Teach them the art of gratitude. Teach them how to say thank you. Teach them how to say please. Teach them manners. Set boundaries. Teach them how to treat their peers. Let them not feel, oh yes, my daddy has everything, my mommy has everything, so for that reason I'm above my peers, I'm above my classmates, I can do anything. Because I see that among kids a lot. Okay, now when you do that, the world, teach your children that the world does not revolve around them. Once in a while, take them to the less privileged home. Let them see how other kids are living. That way, they will appreciate all the luxury that they are getting. It is your sole responsibility not to raise a child that feels entitled. If you do, in the long run, tomorrow, when you are not there, like I said, they might not be able to handle responsibilities. That wealth that you have accumulated, that empire, they might not be able to handle it. That is why you see a lot of parents, why they are not there tomorrow, the kids start selling off their properties, the legacy that their parents have built, they dent it, they do a lot of unimaginable things because they were not taught, because they feel entitled, because they feel they don't have to go out to work. They just have to lie in bed all day playing PS2, playing PS5, watching cartoon. And they feel their father's companies should be run by the manager. All they want is that when they just call for some millions, is delivered to them. Most times these kids get into terrible addictions, they get into drugs, they do a lot of terrible things. Why? Because from a young age they already feel entitled, they already felt it's their right. Watch some companies that is still doing well even when the parents are no more. These kids were raised properly. So if you are raising a child that already is feeling entitled, you tell your child that, oh, I don't have money for subscription. The child feels that, oh no, I must watch cartoon, you must provide it, you must buy this when you take me out, my classmates have this, oh no, I'm not eating this kind of food. The child is selective. Even when you can't afford it, you have to squeeze, you have to inconvenience yourself to satisfy your own child. Sweetheart, you are already raising a child that is feeling entitled. And in the long run, if you don't correct it now, that child might not end up well. But I pray you watching me, your child will make impact, your child will end up well. Your child will go places, your child will make you proud, but it all starts now. Correct that entitlement mentality. As always, my name is Bina Kenneth. I'm the Big Mom of Africa and your favorite life coach. If you find this video helpful and informative, don't forget to share me out. As always, stay intentional. Bye for now. See you in my next video.